The last word in local sports.
Sunday Sports Final.
Tonight after the Fox 21 10 o'clock news.
First at 10, this is Carolina's Fox 21. The news begins now.
It may be tough to find a solution for growing pains in one upstate community, and the First Lady took a step today to become a political force in her own right. Good evening to you. I'm Liz Walker. Glad to have you with us tonight. First on Fox, Hillary Rodham Clinton formally entered the race today for New York State Senator. Education, health care, and unemployment are the major focus of Mrs. Clinton's campaign. Fox News reporter Eric Shaw has more on the First Lady's announcement.
I am honored today to announce my candidacy for the United States Senate from New York.
And she's off. After a year of uncertainty, Hillary Clinton made it official. With her husband, daughter, and mother by her side, she became the nation's first First Lady to run for political office.
Now, I know it's not always going to be an easy campaign. But, hey, this is New York.
Calling the Empire State's residents my fellow New Yorkers, the Illinois-born, Arkansas-bred, now New York candidate tried to downplay criticism she only moved here to run for office. She said her campaign will focus on education, jobs, and gun control.
I may be new to the neighborhood, but I'm not new to your concerns.
A video was shown of her life and accomplishments, for it was a day in which the president took a back seat. He smiled but never spoke. After her speech, he exclaimed, "I'm so proud of her," but protesters were not.
Hillary, Hillary, Duck! Go back to Little Rock!
A real New Yorker should be running and representing us, and does she even have a New York driver's license yet?
Launch my campaign.
The announcement was watched at about 600 house parties across the state, but the Clinton scandals were not far away. In the audience, Lucien Goldberg, who helped make Monica Lewinsky a household name. For his part, Mrs. Clinton's probable opponent, New York Mayor Rudolph Giuliani, said he'd make a better senator.
What I bring to the table is a philosophy of proven success in New York City.
Okay, sir.
I mean, we've turned around crime. We've reduced the amount of welfare by 540,000 people. New York City is leading the state and ahead of the country in job creation.
From here, Mrs. Clinton embarks on a 5-day tour of the state. She may be running behind, but has 9 more months to convince New Yorkers that she's doing this for them and not just for herself. In Purchase, New York, Eric Shaw, Fox News.
And New York Mayor Rudolph Giuliani says he'll probably run against Mrs. Clinton in the U.S. Senate race. A longtime Democratic senator is in the hospital tonight. Senator Ted Kennedy went to a Washington, D.C. hospital after complaining of severe back and shoulder pain. Doctors say the 67-year-old Massachusetts senator is suffering from a viral illness. He'll remain overnight for observations. No word yet when doctors plan to release him. Former President Ronald Reagan turned 89 years old today. Thousands of people attended a birthday bash and car show in honor of the president at his California library. President Reagan spent the day at home with friends and family members. He is battling Alzheimer's. A former First Lady is making a visit to the Palmetto State on behalf of her son who wants to be president. The mother of George W. Bush will meet with business and community leaders in Woodruff on Monday. Barbara Bush will also stop in Columbia. Tuesday, Mrs. Bush will make stops in Anderson and Rock Hill. An early morning shooting at a party left one man dead and another one behind bars. Rutherford County deputies say some partygoers at the Wedgwood Club on Oak Street in Forest City, North Carolina, found the body of Ray David Flores in front of the men's bathroom. Flores had been shot once in the chest. Deputies charged Jose Sanchez with his murder. Investigators say they believe they found the murder weapon in Sanchez's home. A hot air balloon ride took a turn for the worse today in Simpsonville. The balloon became caught about 90 feet in the air in a radio tower just off of Georgia Road. It happened about 5 this afternoon. The Simpsonville Fire Department rescued 2 people from inside the balloon's basket, but it took almost 2 hours before the balloon could be freed. Witnesses say wind gusts appeared to cause the problems for the pilot of the balloon. Fire investigators ruled a blaze in a Clemson University dorm room accidental, but they still don't know what caused the fire early yesterday that forced more than 300 students out of Johnstone dorm. No injuries are reported. Another pleasant day today. Fox 21's Andy Gobeil joins us live now from the weather deck with tonight's first weather.
Second weekend day in a row where we actually got to go outside and enjoy it. Hope you had a chance to. Again, no ice storms in sight, thankfully. Hope you had a chance to go out and enjoy the beautiful weather. And it looks like if you didn't get it today or yesterday, it's going to stick around. So you could make some plans to head on out there and enjoy it over the next few days. Fox 21 Skywatch showing clear skies. Our Skywarn Doppler with an absolutely clear scan as well. So as you head off to Central Elementary in Pickens or anywhere in the upstate tomorrow morning, temperatures are going to be a bit cool early tomorrow morning, but look at that, 55. It could even get higher on the way home. Mostly sunny and pleasant. We are in for an absolutely beautiful week as it comes on in. So make sure you get a chance to head on outside and enjoy it. We're going to see temperatures that will be a little bit above normal, which is going to be a nice change because for the past few weeks or so, we've seen temperatures a little bit below normal. So you can put the winter coats away for now. Don't put them up in the attic, just put them away for now because we're going to see some rather spring-like temperatures, early spring-like temperatures over the next few days. Liz, my entire forecast will be coming up in just a moment.
We will see you then. Preserving the upstate's quality of life is a sticking point for some upstate people. Fox 21's Tammy Berkner joins us live now to explain how urban sprawl is taking over, for better or for worse. Tammy?
Liz, just about anywhere you look in Greenville County, signs of growth are increasingly evident. Greenville's east side has seen its share of development over the past few years. Now, Greenville County planners say the Malden and Simpsonville areas are being targeted. But with that growth comes congestion. Construction and traffic. Just two examples of Greenville County's growing pains.
The traffic tie-ups and the degree and level of traffic.
For those driving along Greenville County's busiest of roads, the promise of more development may not be a welcome thought.
I know it's a hot area for sales and it's very profitable for the builders. While in one area.
Greenville County's planning director, Jimmy Forbes, says the growth isn't happening in just one area.
Kind of a crescent effect in the county as far as the development.
There's hardly an area of Greenville County that isn't affected by development. But what government may see as progress, many residents see as headaches.
I know it's a growth thing, and I know they can come out and put more road out there, but when?
A plan is already in place to help ease the congestion.
All the roads that need to be improved for the most part will be done between now and 2004.
But Forbes knows that even the most well-thought-out plans may not merit the expected results.
But in truth, you're probably moving more cars on the same roads, even with it widened, because the volumes keep increasing, and that's going to happen with growth. We still have the problems of traffic and overcrowding with schools.
Even relatively new schools like Oakview Elementary in Simpsonville. Oakview was built in 1995, but already portable classrooms have become necessary to help accommodate the area's continuing growth. Growth ranging from new homes to new businesses. Growth many residents see as a bittersweet reality.
Convenience commercial, they like.
One Diet Coke, one Sprite.
The traffic that generally comes along with that, they don't like.
But of course, traffic is something that inevitably goes along with the needs of any growing community. Now, Greenville County is also trying to encourage mixed-use development where residential and commercial growth are incorporated into the same community. County planners say the Thornblade community is a good example of how successful a mixed-use development can be. Liz?
Thank you, Tammy. And Greenville County roads that will be upgraded during the next 4 years are located in some of the county's most heavily traveled areas. And those areas include Woodruff and Congaree roads, Interstate 385, West Georgia Road, and Fairview Road. Coming up, another plane has been hijacked with dozens of passengers on board. We will tell you what the hijackers are demanding. Plus, investigators search through twisted metal looking for people and clues. Tonight, find out how a train ride turned deadly for passengers. And a show in the upstate had hundreds clowning around today. Find out who's in town when the Fox 21 10 o'clock news comes back.
Of all the online pharmacies, how many can draw on the expertise of 12,000 pharmacists? And how many have the experience of filling more prescriptions than anyone else? Only one. CVS.com, America's #1 pharmacy. Online, why trust your health to a pharmacy that got started a few months ago when there's one that got started over 1 billion prescriptions ago? CVS.
Turned on the shower, hot water wouldn't flow. My water heater broke and I got frostbite on my toes. I got the cold water blues. Gonna call Dipper Plumbing, 'cause with these boys you can't lose.
Same-day service on water heater installation 24 hours a day, every day.
'Cause with these boys you can't lose.
Call Dipper.
My pans used to get baked on mess, but now they sparkle. What's my secret? Boston Market.
At Boston Market, we're cooking up dinners so you don't have to. Try our delicious low-fat turkey meal for only $4.99. For a limited time, you can get our low-fat turkey meal with a full serving of our delicious rotisserie turkey, steamed vegetables, and garlic dill new potatoes, all with just 4 grams of fat and for just $4.99. Boston Market. Dinner, it's done.
Choose your dream vacation with Fox 21's Getaway 2K. You pick the city, we'll give you a vacation. Just watch the Fox 21 10 o'clock news. Be the 21st caller and you win. What city will you pick? How about here or here? It's up to you. So watch and win with Getaway 2K during the Fox 21 10 o'clock news. Hey, get a room. Liz Walker, Andy Gobiel with the weather, and Bill Aldridge on sports. You're watching the Fox 21 10 o'clock news.
A hijacked Afghan passenger plane has now landed at a London airport. Police say the plane is to be isolated on the airport grounds so negotiations with the hijackers can begin. We begin covering the world tonight with the hijacking of the plane. An Afghan diplomat says the hijackers are seeking the release of a prisoner from an Afghan jail. The plane made several other stops for refueling and maintenance. Along the way, the hijackers released nearly 24 passengers. At least 9 passengers are dead after a train derailed near Cologne, Germany early today. Hundreds more are hurt. The sleeper train left Amsterdam with about 300 passengers on board, headed to Switzerland. Russia is claiming victory in its battle with Chechen rebels. The Russian military ended its so-called liberation of Grozny, but the rebellion leaders are not giving up. They claim that they are regrouping in preparation for a fresh offensive. A big show came to town and dazzled many of you in the upstate today. Coming up, we will take you under the big top for all the action. And we could soon say goodbye to winter-like temperatures. Fox 21's Andy Gobiel is up next with your forecast.
In Vietnam, John McCain and his fellow prisoners of war showed us what honor really means, a value we respect in South Carolina. He stood up for our families with a 17-year pro-life voting record and has voted to take pornography off the internet. John McCain will bring honor back to the Oval Office. He's the conservative who will stop Bill Clinton's portrayal of our military and say no to the big money special interests. Duty, honor, country, that's why I'm supporting John McCain for president.
Why are you driving? That'll come. Wake up to Millennium Madness at Anderson Nissan Asheville, where every day payment is under $300 guaranteed. Like new 2000 Maximas, $197, 2000 Xterras, only $277, and 2000 Crew Cabs, only $227. Even Sentras and 2000 Frontier trucks, just $97 a month. Millennium Madness at Anderson Nissan Asheville. The competition thinks we're crazy. We just know how to sell cars and trucks for less. On Patton Avenue, downtown Asheville.
The slipping, the whining, sounds like a transmission problem. It sounds like it's time to call AAMCO for a solution. The experts at AAMCO have been checking the sights and sounds of transmissions for a few years now.
In fact, AAMCO centers have serviced over 20 million vehicles. That's a lot of know-how, a lot of experience, and a lot of very satisfied customers.
Call 1-800-GO-AAMCO, AA-MCO.
I thought this up last night. Sometimes I even amaze myself.
Good day.
Buongiorno. Where is the square? Dov'è la piazza?
I don't think that's what they meant by Italian chicken.
If it's Italian chicken you want, Burger King introduces the new Italian Chicken Crisp. White meat chicken, mozzarella cheese, and marinara sauce. Now just 99 cents, only at Burger King.
Again, great weather here in the upstate thanks to high pressure, which is dominating in our area. But what does that mean for those south of us? The strawberry plants right now are ripening amidst some serious ice down around Tampa. They actually had to get the water going out there to freeze the stuff so that it would, in effect, stay warm, believe it or not. That's how you insulate and protect those strawberries out there, which are about to be harvested. Closer to home right now, let's actually take a look and see what we have going on in our Skywatch again. High pressure, as I said just a moment ago, dominating the southeast, bringing with it some very, very nice weather. Not just nice, but clear as well. Here's our Skywatch right now, and again, the entire southeast and South Carolina, for the most part, under clear skies. We should see some cloud cover overnight, but with the clear skies, and as you can see, nothing on our scan right now from our Fox 21 Skywarn Doppler, we're going to be dealing with some cooler than normal temperatures overnight. So we've got more cool air heading on in overnight, and then come tomorrow, we're going to start to see warm temperatures once again. As you can see currently right now, 39 degrees, I think that's a bit off. We've got temperatures a bit cooler than that over at GSP, but there is a bit of a breeze blowing out there. Asheville right now feels as if it's about 37. The same maybe a little bit cooler in Greenville, Spartanburg, Atlanta, 38. Let's take a look at our temperatures for today in Asheville, 49 and 25. Just about normal for this time of year, nowhere near the records. And over at Greenville, Spartanburg, here was our high again, 52, 53 degrees, 26 the low this morning, normally about 52 degrees. And again, here's why we saw those temperatures a little bit above normal. High pressure through most of the upstate, which just let the sunshine in, gave us a beautiful, beautiful day, as I had said, around 52, 53 degrees here in the upstate, Asheville with 48, 54 down in Anderson. There was a bit of a northerly breeze that blew through the day as well, so it did feel as if things were a bit cooler in the area. And as we could see over at Columbia, 57 degrees. Charlotte got up to only about 52 degrees. Here's our national map right now, and again, for I guess the third time, high pressure in the area, very, very comfortable conditions. We've got some cloud cover moving its way on over into the northeast. A little bit of snowfall over northern Illinois and northern Indiana, but again, nothing to be too concerned about. In the upper Midwest, clear from the Dakotas all the way down to the Oklahoma Panhandle, the Texas Panhandle, and some precipitation and cloud cover over in the far northwest. And clear skies, obviously, in California and in the southwest right now. So again, very, very pleasant conditions. Here's what we can expect to see. A bit of cool air behind this front. High pressure continues to dominate over the next few days, the next week or so, which means for us, very nice and very warm conditions. So again, hope you have at least a few days off during this week to head on outside and enjoy it, because it is going to be very, very pleasant by tomorrow afternoon, and it's going to stay that way for the next few days. But we've got to deal with the cooler temperatures overnight, 23 degrees, clouds and a light breeze, so it could feel a bit cooler than that. Considerable cloudiness in Anderson tonight, temperatures dropping down to about 30 degrees. Quite the same in Greenville, Spartanburg, 29 clouds and a light breeze, so it could feel a bit cooler than that. Into tomorrow, Asheville, 52 degrees, sunny, and a very nice day tomorrow, again with some very, very pleasant conditions, and we should see the same here in the upstate. Anderson, 59 degrees, mostly sunny skies, and Greenville, Spartanburg, very pleasant day as well. It's going to be a cool start into tomorrow morning, but by tomorrow we could see temperatures partly sunny and breezy in the upper 50s. So again, some very, very nice conditions. Here's our upstate Foxcast right now, and as you can see, very, very pleasant conditions. Look at all that sunshine out there all the way into Friday, so it should be very nice. And quite the same up in the mountains. High temperatures in the mid-50s Wednesday, Thursday, and even on into Friday as well. So again, although it has been a very rough past 2 weekends, I think it was worth the wait, because now finally we're starting to see some early spring-like temperatures, which means those of us can go out and maybe practice our golf swing a little bit too. That's something I need to work on.
And I can retire my favorite hat and scarf just for a few days.
For a few days. I wouldn't put it away for good, because of course the weather may come back.
Of course. Thank you so much. Well, some of you in the upstate spent the day clowning around. The Royal Hannaford Circus came to Spartanburg County today with pony rides and face painting for kids. Performers entertained hundreds by putting on magic acts and daring stunts. And what's a circus without plenty of food and games? And Phil Aldrich has plenty of highlights in his Sunday Sports Final, and he's here with a preview.
I thought you were going to say, like, bring in the clowns, Liz, or something like that.
That'd have been corny.
Well, okay, pretty close. So let's talk about some sports with football season almost officially in the books. College basketball takes center stage around here, and the big game today was in Tiger Town. Sellout crowd this afternoon at the Little John Coliseum as the North Carolina Tar Heels came to town. Very close ball game. We're going to have the highlights, and we'll also hear from Coach Chiat and the players coming up in Sunday Sports Final. Also tonight on the show, it was All-Star Day for the NFL as well as the NHL. Highlights are forthcoming. The Wade Hampton Generals, they are in the high school Game of the Week spotlight. And we'll introduce you to a pair of figure skaters who are representing South Carolina at the National Championships in Ohio this week. And that's all coming up on Sunday Sports Final in about 10 minutes, so you're going to want to join us.
Sounds exciting. We'll see you then.
Okay.
Coming up, business in the upstate could be investing in your child's future. The details in tonight's Carolina Tomorrow.
Tonight's weather brought to you by Trivergent. Try the power.
Valentine's is a great chance to show that special someone you love them. These beautiful I love you rings are now on sale only at the Jewelry Outlet in Seneca and Spartanburg. You choose the stones, and each ring has your true feelings etched into the gold band. And complement your ring with this beautiful I love you bracelet. The rings are only $59, the bracelet only $29. Plus, when you visit the Jewelry Outlet, be sure to register for special giveaways that include a 1/2 carat diamond pendant and a perfect gift vacation package. This Valentine's Day, remember the Jewelry Outlet.
Ford Outfitters, outstanding. The strongest lineup of SUVs on the planet. Ford Outfitters, outclassing the competition with 4 different models. Outpricing any SUV. Explorer now with 1,000 cash back or 3.9 financing. Built to outperform in any situation. Now get 3.9 financing on Expedition. Ford Outfitters. Off the road, on the job, or down the street. Get out and see your Carolina Ford Outfitter today.
Getting the lowest price is good. Getting the best price is better. Hi, I'm Jake Lowe. Anton's best price means the most for your trade, the best terms, and the lowest selling price. Anton's best price means S10 trucks for $99 a month, Silverado trucks and Blazers for only $299 a month, and Grand Ams for $199 a month. So if you're just paying the lowest price, you're paying too much. Get the best price guarantee. Only at Anton Chevy Osbuick and Pontiac 2 on I-40 at the Canton exit.
Multinational corporations are playing a greater role in educating our children. International companies with an upstate workforce like BMW and DuPont are investing in the future. Fox 21's Cree Craig joins us with more on how that investment comes in the form of children's education for Carolina Tomorrow.
Liz, in Carolina Tomorrow, it's simple mathematics. If companies like BMW and DuPont spend money now to spark a child's interest in science, it enhances their lifelong learning. And that turns that child into a smarter and much more productive employee.
We appear to be experiencing some technical difficulties. We'll try and work things out and get back to that package. Meantime, coming up, some young boys and girls came out in full force this weekend. We will introduce you to those scouting the upstate when we come back.
Carolina Tomorrow, sponsored by Bilo.
Hey, Bilo bonus card guy! Back here!
Bilo bonus points. What's happening?
Lots! It's big! Humongous!
So get to the point.
Get the Bilo! Collect bonus points and reward yourself with free bonus stuff.
All kinds of great gifts. There's something for everybody.
It's free! It's automatic! So reward yourself!
Just shop and save with your Bilo bonus card. Shopping anywhere else is
pointless!
Where do you go for a hassle-free deal? Gary Rush Chevrolet, Olds Cadillac in Greenwood. Where do you go to save money? Gary Rush Chevrolet, Olds Cadillac in Greenwood. That's right, a hassle-free deal plus you save money. Gary Russ will do whatever it takes to sell you a new Chevrolet, Oldsmobile, or Cadillac. No money down, huge rebates, low interest rates. See Gary Russ Chevrolet Olds Cadillac in Greenwood at the corner of Durst Avenue and the 72 bypass. Gary Russ, we're hassle-free and we will save you money.
John McCain's ad about Governor Bush's tax plan isn't true, and McCain knows it. McCain's economic advisor says he'd support Bush's plan. $2 trillion to protect Social Security, pay down debt, and a real tax cut. McCain's plan? A tax cut smaller than Clinton's, and not a penny in tax cuts for 30 million Americans. On taxes, McCain echoes Washington Democrats when we need a conservative leader to challenge them. Governor Bush, proven, tested, ready to lead America.
And here's Cree Craig with tomorrow's Carolina Tomorrow. Sometimes things go as they are supposed to, and sometimes they don't. In any event, we know who is going to do what he's supposed to do right now, and that's Andy Gobiel with an update on the weather.
That's right, warming up in the bullpen out there. And I think it's worth a few extra moments if we want to go over the weather, because we've got some great weather headed our way tomorrow, maybe some clouds moving on in by the afternoon. But look at that, Tuesday and Wednesday, temperatures near 60 degrees in the upstate, our mountain fast cast. Some clouds on the way Monday and Tuesday, but 55 degrees is a high on Wednesday. It could be that high on Thursday as well. So we've got some absolutely beautiful weather headed our way over the next few days. For those of us who have to work on the weekends and might have the midweek off, we get to enjoy what you folks out there enjoyed today. We're going to be dealing with some absolutely beautiful conditions. The wind should die down a little bit, and temperatures should be well above normal, which for this time of year, in the upstate anyway, is around 52 degrees as far as a high is concerned. So tomorrow and Wednesday, Thursday, we should see temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, and it wouldn't surprise me, although I haven't gone out on a limb and called for it yet, it wouldn't surprise me if we see temperatures break the 60-degree mark.
Wow, that's pretty warm.
But as you had said, and as I was reminding you, don't put the winter gear away for good right now. This is still early February, which means that it could return, perhaps even with a vengeance, over the next few weeks or so. So again, warm conditions, almost early spring-like over the next few days. But make sure you've got the sweaters and the hats and everything near at hand anyway.
And I'll try not to turn my air conditioning on in the car when the temperature hits 60. Right. Thanks, Andy.
Sure.
You may have seen a lot of Boy Scouts at church today. They took part in Scout Sunday at churches throughout the upstate, and one of those services took place at First Presbyterian Church in Greenville. Members of Scout Troop 11 attended this service. You may also see a lot of Girl Scouts these days. Many are probably asking you to buy some cookies. These Girl Scouts set up shop at the Woodruff Road Walmart, hoping to get shoppers to also buy Girl Scout cookies. The cookie sale is a major fundraiser for the Girl Scouts. Have you bought your cookies yet?
Yes, we have, and I was about to ask what's your favorite.
I like the chocolate chip.
Thin Mints, all the way.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay. Well, you have to get some and bring them in here, and we'll try them. All right. Thank you so much for joining us for Fox 21 10 o'clock news. Sunday Sports Final with Phil Aldridge is coming up next. Have a good week, and good night.
Everywhere you turn, it's .com this and .com that. Sometimes things seem so complicated. Not with the new 2000 Ford Focus. The complete small car that's got everything you need for about $13,400 with 4.9 financing. It's a fun way to commute to and from work. And for your family, Focus seats 5 comfortably. And its combination of safety features is the best in its class. Ford Focus for $13,400 with 4.9 financing. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Are you paying too much for your auto insurance? Hi, Russ Castle here to tell you about Carolina Insurance Consultants. CIC is the quickest way to shop for auto insurance. They represent many companies, so they do the legwork you'd normally do to find the best price. Plus, they've been insuring commercial and residential drivers in the upstate for over 20 years. So, stop paying too much for your auto insurance. Put CIC to work for you. Call them at 297-4444 or toll free 1-800-476-4339. Carolina Insurance Consultants.
We all want to protect our kids, so make sure your children have the extra protection of Fox 21's Instant ID. In case of emergency, Instant ID microfilm ID shoe tags will give authorities vital information. To get your Fox 21 Instant ID, go by participating McDonald's and pick up an order form. Then send $3.95 for your Instant ID. Help us make Carolina tomorrow a safer place for all our kids with Fox 21's Instant ID. You're watching WHNS Fox 21. Write it down. Live from the Fox 21 studios, this is Sunday Sports Final.
Welcome to Sunday Sports Final, everybody. I'm Phil Aldridge. Thank you for joining us. We kick off the show tonight with college basketball. And over in Tigertown, it hasn't been a pleasant season for Larry Shyatt and his Clemson Tigers. They're 5 games under 500, and they're only 2-6 in the ACC. But today, they'd have their best chance in recent memory to beat North Carolina. The unranked Tar Heels and Tigers at Little John this afternoon. This was a pretty good ball game as far as the Tigers were concerned. Let's get right to the action. Dustin Braddock. Can't believe he's in the open. He hits a little baby jumper. Then North Carolina on the other end, Jason Cable. He pops for 3. He finished with 14 points. Tigers with good ball movement. Braddock to Allen Spack to Chucky Gilmore for the lay-in. Will Solomon, he was red hot in the first half. 16 points in the opening 20 minutes. Tigers down 32-30 at that point. But Ed Cota, he would send the Tar Heels into the locker room with a 5-point lead at the break. It was 35-30. Let's go to the second half. Carolina opened the half with a 9-0 run. Chris Lang with the old hook shot. Clemson, though, they would not go away in this one. Braddock with the steal behind the back to Ed Scott. Nice move by the freshman. Then Solomon, his three-pointer, that would cut the UNC lead to 56-52. Game high 26 for Will. But the Heels, they were just too tough. They come into Little John. They leave with the win. Tigers stay close in this one. Carolina, they win it 73-60.
To play down 13 at one time with change left in the game, and at that last TV timeout, once again, to be at a 4-point margin and to be, I guess, what you would call in position to be in position is a great job by all of our players.
That was a very good win for us. I was scared to death coming in here after what Clemson had done to NC State and Georgia Tech. I thought that was a great win for us. I think that Clemson's a lot better now than when we played them in January.
4 minutes ago, we had them right where we wanted to, but down the stretch, like I said, we couldn't buy a shot.
Another big game in the ACC. Number 21 North Carolina State on the road visiting number 22 Maryland in College Park. Let's take you up to the Chesapeake Bay. Terps, Lonnie Baxter. This guy was on fire. The nice drive plus the foul. Then Baxter shows he can play a little bit of defense. The thievery, he will go with the jam. He led Maryland with 31 points. They come back from a 12-point deficit. They win it 78-73. In the SEC, the 11th-ranked Tennessee Volunteers taking on Mississippi State up in Starkville. Isaac Victor. Wow, he's got some issues with authority. The monster jam, Vincent Yarbrough, deadly from the arc. The Volunteers, they win it on the road, 88-81. Now, nobody said it would be easy trying to stay afloat in the SEC, but the Carolina Gamecocks' schedule has been absolutely brutal. Of their first 10 games of the new year, they played 8 teams ranked in the top 20, and yesterday it was number 14 Kentucky's turn to take a shot at USC. Carolina, once again, kept this one close in the first half. Marius Petravosis, he led Carolina in the first. It was tied at 35 apiece, but in the second half, the wheels came off the Carolina wagon. 8 turnovers. That was part of the reason why Kentucky came back to win this ball game. Carolina, they lose their 8th straight, 76-63. Also yesterday, the Furman Paladins, they got back on the winning track. They beat Chattanooga 67-60. Kareem Sushu led Furman with 19 points. Stas McShansiv, the big man, he chipped in another 16 points. Paladins, they win it. They are now 2-7 in the Southern Conference. It's time for us to take our first break, and when we come back, we'll check in on the Greenville Growl as they continue their chase for the Kelly Cup. And it was an all-star Sunday in the NFL as well as the NHL. We'll explain when Sunday Sports Final comes right back.
Don't let credit problems slow you down. Call Hunter's Credit Hotline today for credit approval right over the phone.
Life gets so busy, you need something to help you balance it all. Bell Atlantic Mobile has what you need, real wireless value. Like this Valentine's Day, get unlimited night and weekend home airtime until 2001. Plus, get a great deal on a Nokia digital phone and receive a bonus interchangeable color cover. For all that and an unbeatable wireless network, go to a Bell Atlantic Mobile Communications store or call 1-800-255-BELL. Bell Atlantic Mobile. It's for you.
The internet, you've got to get connected. So log on to fox21.com, the place for program schedules, entertainment news, and more. Get the local weather, give us your opinion, or link to your favorite program websites. Fox21.com, the coolest place on the web.
Dad, that's Fox!
Undo! Undo!
There's a better way to plan for your tomorrow with the area's only complete prime-time weather forecast. It's the information you need at a time that fits your lifestyle. Weather first at 10 on the Fox 21 10 o'clock news.
The Greenville Growl get off on the wrong paw to start the second half of their season. The Growl are 2-3 since the All-Star break, and they've fallen 5 points behind the first-place Florida Everblades in the Southeast Division. They were in Charleston this afternoon for a matinee with the Stingrays. More bad news for Growl fans. South Carolina, they win this one this afternoon, 5-3. Now, last night in Charlotte, the Checkers scored 3 goals in the opening 5 minutes. They chased Mike Tambora from between the pipes. He got yanked by head coach John Marks. The Growl, they are 0-3 for the weekend. A goose egg. That is not good. So with that in mind, let's check out the Southeast Division. See how it all shapes up. The Florida Everblades, they are pulling away. They have 70 points. They are 7 points ahead of second place Greenville. Right behind the Growl of the PD Pride, just 1 point off the pace. South Carolina with 53 points. Then Jacksonville, Tallahassee, and the Augusta Lynx bring up the rear. The greatest hockey players in the world were on display today in Toronto for the 50th annual NHL All-Star Game. But before they dropped the first puck, the league officially retired the great one, Wayne Gretzky's number 99 forever. No player will ever wear that sweater again. Possible future Hall of Famer Pavel Bure. He was the star today for the world team. He became the 11th player in All-Star competition to score a hat trick. He led the world team over the North Americans 9-4. Continuing with the All-Star theme, out in Hawaii was the NFL Pro Bowl. That's Peyton Manning rolling, hitting Jimmy Smith of the Jacksonville Jaguars, 24-21 NFC at the break. Go to the fourth now, Derek Brooks. The interception of Mark Brunell, and he will take it the distance. The NFC running away from this one, and then Panthers quarterback Steve Berline gets into the game and gets into the scoring act. Touchdown to Randy Moss. Moss had 9 receptions in this one. He was the game MVP. NFC wins this defensive struggle, 51-31. To the Diamond, the Clemson Tigers opened their baseball season last weekend. And the Furman Paladins, they had their turn this weekend. They wrapped up their 3-game series with High Point. Let's head over to the Furman campus for the highlights. Why don't we talk some high school basketball maybe? This is coming up. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves. I know people in the control room are very excited about our Fox 21 McDonald's Game of the Week, but that's coming up in a moment. We will be